Welcome back to episode 9 of Defeating Weekly. I'm your host, Craig Olson, author of Defeating the Unbeatable. Thank you again to all of you that have been listening in. I know last week was a miss in the sense that I had a new video to share. However, I was really excited about that podcast that I was on, Professor of Perseverance. So if you have a chance, please check it out. Really cool, fun, interactive podcast that I got to share a little bit more. It was great. I enjoyed it. Today's episode, I'm excited about as well. It is kind of focusing on two key situations involving learning struggles. We all have learning that goes on throughout our entire lives, but there's some key things that we really need to focus on when we're looking at those specifically related to struggling. So first one is, what works for you may hurt another. Being a middle school math teacher, I see this a lot where we might have, we all have different learning styles. Some students have to have visual, some students have to have written, some have to have auditory, some have to, they learn better by having music in the background or talking out loud. Whatever it may be, we each have our own way of learning. So we must have an understanding that what we have for a learning style is not going to be the same for everybody. And so some things, like some people can simply just hear something and immediately understand it and use it. So they get really excited about that. But that the way we respond to that could make someone else feel like they're insuperior or they're dumb for not being able to figure it out that quick. Others might have to talk through situations and then they become very successful. However, that conversation out loud can make it really challenging for the other people who need a silent environment. I know for me personally, a completely silent environment makes my mind get distracted quicker. So a little music in the background usually is pretty successful for me. You got to find what's best for you. Each of us has our own learning style and we should use them to help us, but we also want to make sure we're not hurting others. So just be mindful of others and their learning styles. Second thing is try to learn something from everything that you are going through, including your struggles. Struggles really are going to make you stronger. You just have to be willing to look deeper at those struggles to see what you can take from them. Even when things make us upset or don't go as we planned, there's still opportunities for learning. In some of my darkest hours, I've been able to learn things and some of the most profound lessons I've learned in my life. So for instance, when going through cancer with my first wife, I learned that we must enjoy those little things, even in spite of the hard times. Little things are going to keep you going. Be willing to enjoy those. Or maybe something as simple as getting knocked down in basketball. You might look back and realize, oh, I didn't have my feet in a good athletic position. I had them too narrow, made it easier for someone to push me over. So just kind of thinking about what you can learn even in those hard times. So a couple key kind of next steps, takeaways from these. So become more aware of those around you when you are learning something and kind of be cognizant of how your learning is affecting them. And then for the second one, when something is difficult for you and you fail, reflect and see what you can learn in that experience. I'm going to leave you with a quote today. It is "Failure is Success If We Learn From It" by Malcolm Forbes. Hope you have a great day and defeat the weak.